to make it. I didn't think the Warriors were ever going to lose a game. Of course, the Warriors led the series 3-1, and joining us now from San Francisco is Josh Luber, CEO over at StockX, also a big Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Congratulations, Josh, on winning one game.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we are right where we want to be. Down 3-1, coming back to Oakland.
Yes, exactly.
We're right where
so true.
we want to be.
Okay, Josh, tell us what your expectations are going to be for tonight's game. Do you think Cleveland has it in them to win another one?
This is exactly what happened before. We got no problems at all, right? It's gonna be an unbelievable game. All four, I mean, it's been unbelievable. The last two games in Cleveland have shown anything. We know how to beat them, so we're good to go.
Okay, all right, I'm in with that, and I like that too. I think last time we talked, you said we might go 7 games. Do you still believe that?
Absolutely, absolutely. We will see you back here at the end of the week.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Okay, so what are you looking for in terms of sneakers tonight?
Well, so what's really interesting is that, we haven't seen very much change in what the players have been wearing. There's not a lot of what we call heat. We don't have a lot of players on these teams that are wearing crazy expensive shoes. So some of the more interesting things are actually what some of the celebrities on the sidelines are wearing. We see, last game, Odell Beckham, Joe Hayden. We get a lot of celebrities at the side of these games. You get a lot of expensive shoes.
All right, a lot of expensive shoes and a big game. I guess you guys are all going to be watching all that kind of stuff. What are some of the other trends you're watching right now over at StockX?
Yeah, tell us about this Nikecraft Mars shoe, apparently that's out there.
Yeah, so this is one of the biggest releases from this past weekend. Nike, this is actually the second time they've collaborated with the artist Tom Sachs and created what they call the Nikecraft Mars Yard Shoe. So the first one they released in 2012, and this was designed a NASA influence, kind of what a NASA engineer and astronaut might wear. Super limited release back in 2012. If you can even find those, they're selling for $3,000, $4,000. But they re-released a similar version of it this past weekend. You had to attend space camp in New York on Governor's Island over the weekend. And if you attended space camp and got through it, which was put on by Tom Sachs and his team, then you were able to buy one of these shoes. The retail was only $200 or $250, but they're already selling for close to $2,000 because of how rare and just crazy they are.
I saw the photos of this event from over the weekend, and everybody, of course, is wearing these shoes. It's like in this abandoned warehouse in New York, and it looked amazing, and I seriously want a pair of those shoes. But another one I'm really interested in are these Stepover shoes.
Right, well, so now we tie back into the NBA Finals, right? So 2001 NBA Finals, Game 1, Allen Iverson was wearing the Answer 4. So this was Allen Iverson's 4th shoe. It was in a black and white colorway, and in Game 1 of that series is most notable for Iverson stepping over Tyronn Lue after he hit that key shot in the corner. Tyronn Lue, of course, the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and up until last year when Lue became the coach of the Cavs, probably what he was most known for was being stepped over by Iverson. I think he's probably eliminated that after winning a title. But these shoes, which released exclusively in Philadelphia at a store called Lapstone and Hammer, are selling for about $300 on StockX. But the history and the tie into the finals is just phenomenal.
It's a funny name for a shoe. All right, talk to us about the Parley Coral Bleaching, the Ultra Boost Pack.
I love the name of this shoe.
Yeah.
It's great.
And you know what? The cause is even better than the name. So ADIDAS has done a few of these before. Parley for the Ocean being the organization. So they're actually taking recycled plastic bottles and making sneakers out of it. So this Ultra Boost, the Parley Ultra Boost that just released, it takes 11 plastic bottles to make one upper of the shoe, the top part of the shoe for this. So this is just obviously a phenomenal program by ADIDAS and by Parley to recycle plastic and make sneakers out of it.
That's so cool that that shoe is 11 plastic bottles.
I know. I love these because we have companies on all the time talking about sustainable ways of the way that clothing is made, and I like that a lot. I would actually buy that shoe.
Yeah, me too.
How much does it cost?
Well, the retail one's at $200, and they're reselling for as much as $300 on StockX.
And ADIDAS plans to release 5 million pairs of these next year, is that right?
Yeah, look, and the more that they can do this, the more sustainable it can be, and I think ultimately it becomes just a general release thing where you can always go to the store and buy shoes that are made out of recycled plastic. This ties in with ADIDAS's other initiatives. They also have a shoe coming out towards the end of the year that's called the 4D Futurecraft, and this is 3D printed shoes. So ADIDAS has done a lot in this area.
All right, I want to switch gears while we have just a little bit of time left with you. Forbes, of course, released the list of the top earning shoe deal people that are basketball players, all that stuff. Michael Jordan, no surprise, of course, is still #1 on the list, bringing in about $110 million from Nike. Interestingly enough, LeBron is #2, Steph Curry all the way to #6.
Yeah, so the Forbes list, this is cash that the players earned over the last 12 months based on their shoe deal. And obviously every player is going to have a slightly different contract with that, with the brand. Some of it is going to be upfront money, some of it is going to be tied to royalties. Jordan, obviously at #1, just destroys everyone. He's got 32 years of Air Jordan shoes that he's making royalties on. LeBron at #2 is no surprise. He's got 14 years of royalties. He actually just signed a lifetime deal a year or two ago that's supposed to be estimated to be worth $1 billion. #3 is KD. This also makes sense, as he's in the finals and one of the top Nike athletes right now. He signed a really big deal a few years ago when it was rumored that he might go to ADIDAS, and then he stayed with Nike. Interesting on this list is #4 of Kobe Bryant, who's now retired, but you still have 11 years of Kobe with Nike, and then they've created with the Kobe AD, so the shoes for Kobe after he retired. And then rounding out the list is James Harden at ADIDAS at #5, and Steph Curry with Under Armour at #6. And look, we don't know what the actual deal is on the between Steph and Under Armour. It's actually been rumored that Steph has stock in Under Armour, and my guess is that's not tied into the deal. So he's probably being compensated a lot more than just the $12 million. But these are the numbers reported by Forbes, and it's actually not surprising where the rankings are.
Yeah, and of course, 4 of the top 5, or mainly the top 4, are all Nike shoes. The 5th, of course, ADIDAS being James Harden. Josh Luber, CEO over at StockX. We'll have to have you back on if Cleveland wins tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. Okay,